Go interactive with X-Ray, where we bring trading experts to you live in the platform. Choose sessions, watch live market analysis, and catch up on your favorite market insights anytime. Ask questions and go one-to-one with leading experts on gold, oil, FX, crypto, indices, and equities. X-Ray, your very own analysis team, right at your fingertips. That's higher trading from MarketsX. Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
And here we are. What's happening, people? Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe, and welcome everyone to our live stream. My name is Andrew, and for the last 10 years, I've worked in many institutional and retail Forex brokerages in Europe. Join me in this fantastic journey. Learn the hidden corners of Forex trading and learn what most Forex brokers don't want you to know. Here's what's happening in the markets today, 2nd of December, 2020. UK writes history today after becoming the first country to approve the Pfizer BioNTech Covid19 vaccine this morning. US stocks are seen opening lower today, pausing after recent strong gains. Gold futures gained $10 today to the upside on the European trading session. And Bitcoin is still iffy today, still trading just above 19,000, pausing the rally to all-time high, just like the US stocks. And in case you missed the announcement this morning, guys, we are broadcasting live on our new YouTube channel. You can find the link in the description down below. If you like what you see, like, share, subscribe, and support us in delivering more great content. This show is proudly sponsored by our partners at markets.com. US markets opening coming up. Good day, lovely people, once again, and happy Wednesday, people. And it is a happy Wednesday indeed. Great Britain became the first Western European country to approve the vaccine and has already ordered 40 million doses, of which 10 million are expected to be available this year. UK is expecting the vaccines to potentially start on the 29th of December this year. Great news, fabulous news, amazing news for the entire Europe and the entire world. Well done, UK, for doing this. Now, let's have a quick look at a very interesting article, guys, talking about that. There we go. On the first page, guys, on the first page. BioNTech and Pfizer. Britain approved Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine this morning, jumping ahead of the United States and Europe to become the West's first country to formally endorse a jab it said should reach the most vulnerable people early next week. Prime Minister Boris Johnson said the medicine authorities' approval as a global win and a ray of hope amid the gloom of the novel COVID-19, which has killed nearly 1.5 million people globally this year, hammered the world economies and upended normal life. Britain's Medicine and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency granted emergency use approval to the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, which they say is 95% effective in preventing illnesses in record time, just 23 days since Pfizer published the first data from its final stage clinical trial. Very big news, guys. Very, very big news. I know about it since this morning, but I still can't recover. I was super happy the entire day. The world's big powers have been racing for a vaccine for months to begin the long road recovery, and getting there first may be seen as a coup for Johnson's government, which has faced criticism over its handling of the crisis. It's fantastic, Johnson said. The vaccine will begin to be made available across the UK from next week. It's the protection of vaccines that will ultimately allow us to reclaim our lives and get the economy moving again, Boris Johnson stated. The approval of a jab for use almost exactly a year since the novel COVID pandemic emerged in Wuhan, China, is a triumph for science. Pfizer boss Albert Bourlas and his German biotechnology partner BioNTech said. Right now, the breakneck speed at which approval was given drew criticism from Brussels, where, in an unusually blunt statement, the European Union's drugs regulator said its longer procedure to approve vaccines was more appropriate as it was based on more evidence and required more checks. British leaders said that while they would love to get a job themselves, priority had to be given to those most in need, the elderly, those in care homes, and health workers. And now I'm gonna look you in the eye, guys. And do you really think no one from the UK's government will get vaccinated? Do you really think they will vaccine everyone else and they will be last to get the vaccine? Anyway, we shall see. We shall see. I don't see the point of this statement. It's very cheesy. Right. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen. I don't want to talk about it. I was happy the entire day. I don't want to destroy my happiness over an article. So, very good news, guys. Very, very good news. The markets reacted to the news as well. We're going to have a look at the charts in a minute and some trading signals. But first, let's see what is happening with the other assets, guys, because the vaccine is not everything. Financial markets have 5 big asset classes at least. U.S. stocks are seen opening slightly lower Wednesday, pausing for breath after recent strong gains, although talk of new fiscal stimulus continued to support the overall market. At 7:05 a.m. Eastern Time, the Dow futures fell 105 points or 0.4%. S&P 500 futures traded 6 points or 0.2 lower, and the Nasdaq 100 futures climbed 17 points or 0.1%. The major indices all rose yesterday, extending a month-long rally driven by progress in developing vaccines to treat the COVID pandemic, the COVID virus. The Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed 0.6%, hitting an intraday record. The S&P 500 climbed 1.1% to close at an all-time high, while the Nasdaq Composite closed up 1.3%, also a new record. Right. Right now, in U.S., guys, across the pond, the U.S. suffered more than 2,500 deaths due to COVID-19 in a 24-hour period through Tuesday, the highest total since April, while the number of hospitalizations also rose to 99,000, a new record. Hospital admissions as a percentage of positive cases are falling across the U.S., suggesting that the strain of hospital is causing the bar for admissions to be raised. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, in their testimony to the Senate Banking Committee yesterday, referenced the hit to the economy from this new surge in infections, while urging lawmakers to agree on another economic stimulus package. They both testify in front of the House later today as well. Now, here's where the problem lays, guys. Everyone knew about the virus. No one in the States, no one anywhere around the world can say they were not informed about this virus. But still, last week, airports in the U.S., roads, highways, train stations, subways were absolutely packed with people going to see their families for the Thanksgiving holiday, knowing what's out there, knowing what dangers they expose themselves to, and clearly knowing what might follow after that. So it is not surprising what is going on today. The news we just read. It is sad. It is extremely sad that grown-up people do not understand the severity of this situation this year. I cannot stress this problem enough, guys. Half of the problem is caused by the population not listening, not taking the measures, which for some people might seem idiotic, for other people might seem the right measures. But what's a fact is, this virus is here, and we, as an overall, are contributing to the spread of the virus just because we can't stand still for at least 2 weeks, guys. That's all we have to do. Stay still, stand still for 2 weeks. But anyway, let's move on and see what else is happening in the markets today. I'm going to talk about stocks, guys. Very, very good day for some stocks. Very bad day for others. So we're going to have a quick look now at some very, very interesting stocks. Bear with me for a second. I'm getting a comment. Right. Someone is asking me, why are you so upset, Andrew? I am upset, guys, because we're supposed to be grown-ups and we are supposed to understand the severity of problems and situations like this. And I cannot stress this enough. It's our joint efforts that contribute to spreading or not spreading the virus. This is it. Is your life, is your child's life, your mother's life more important than a holiday? I think it is. So, having this said, why can't people just stand still, stay where they are for a couple of weeks? And why do they have to travel and spread the virus? Anyway, let's move on to some stocks, guys. I don't want to continue on this topic. This is not a nice topic to talk about. And I was in a really good mood today, most of the day. So, let's see what is happening. Stocks in focus in pre-market trade today, December 2nd. Pfizer stock rose 3.4% after the UK regulator authorized the use of the pharma giant COVID-19 vaccine, becoming the Western country to do so, with the drug set to be rolled out early next week. Well done once again, Pfizer. Well done, BioNTech, and well done, United Kingdom. Tesla stock fell 2.7% after CNBC reported that CEO Elon Musk sent an email to employees Tuesday warning they will have to control costs or the stock will immediately get crushed like a souffle under the sledgehammer. And he was right. Now, people took that the wrong way because that's what people do. And Tesla stock fell 2.7%. Salesforce stock fell 5.8% after the cloud-based software company agreed to buy workplace messaging app Slack for $27.7 million, over half of the sum coming in cash and the rest in the form of Salesforce stock, creating a possible overhang among Slack's current investor base. Walt Disney, on the other hand, rose 0.2% after investment bank Citi lifted its price target for the media and entertainment conglomerate to $175 from $150, the highest on Wall Street, with a buy rating. Very good. Have a look at Walt Disney, guys. It's definitely worth it. Nvidia stock fell 0.7 after ARM Holdings CEO Simon Segars said he expects regulators to take a good look at the $40 billion deal between the two companies. Right, I don't know what's behind that. I don't want to get into it. We're going to talk to Neil Wilson most probably tomorrow, and he will give us some more details. Right, Boeing stock rose 0.1% with American Airlines set to hold the first civilian passenger flight of the aircraft manufacturer 737 MAX in nearly 2 years. Newswires also reported that Ryanair was close to signing a new deal for the airliner as well. Right, this is happening with the stocks, guys. Walt Disney is a stock that definitely is worth looking at. Tesla is another one, and Pfizer, guys. Of course, Pfizer and BioNTech are the big boys. Now, I tell you what, let's take a 30 seconds break so I can catch my breath, and we're going to come back live with the charts of the day and the signals of the day, guys. What do you say? All right, we're coming back live in 30 seconds. Stay tuned.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, as I promised, guys, we are back with the charts of the day. Where are we? There we go. So we're going to start with crude oil futures trading at 44.73 as things stand right now. After crude oil moved sideways more or less the entire European trading session. A bit of a boost on crude oil futures in the last hour or so, with the RSI and stochastic pointing upwards, indicating a bit of buying power on crude oil. We might see crude oil reaching 45.60, 45.62, somewhere there. That's the previous high, and very likely that's where traders will set their first take profit targets. Now, let's move on to the most traded currency pair in the world, guys. The Euro-US dollar, which is currently trading at 120.69. Slightly higher than this morning, or more or less where it was this morning. Very quiet day for for the euro US dollar. I was expecting a bit more from it today. RSI stochastic are pointing upwards. The RSI seem to be turning around at the bottom, and the stochastic is pointing upwards. So let's see what's going to happen. We are only 6 minutes into the US trading session. The markets did not get the boost that they were expecting just yet. Wow, there we go. Some of them did, guys, by the looks of it. Have a look at the pound, guys. 132.91 for the pound. A 6-hour sharp drop for the pound. RSI stochastic, way in the oversold levels. Now, we see the pound testing a very important support level where it is right now at 132.93. And if it's going to continue the downtrend, guys, it just moved below the 200 MA. If it's going to continue the downtrend, probably traders, will target the 132.36, somewhere there, about 50 points lower from the current market price as the first take profit target. Weird. Let's have a quick look at the economic calendar and see what could have caused this movement. Right, nothing really big going on in the economic calendar. We had the ADP non-farm employment change, which came out way worse than expected on the US dollar, guys. 307,000 versus an expectation of 410,000 for non-farm employment change. We had the unemployment rate in the Eurozone, which came out as expected, guys, 8.4%. And it was better than the previous, which was at 8.5%. All right, what else happened on the pound? We had what's going on? In 22 minutes, we're going to have Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell testifying. So we're going to expect a bit of movement on the US dollar. In 51 minutes, we're going to have crude oil inventories. No news on the pound yet. I don't know what caused that sell-off on the pound. Very curious, but we're going to have an explanation rather sooner rather than later. Right, we're moving on to USD JPY, guys. 104.54 for USD JPY. We saw the dollar pushing lower in the last 3-4 hours, currently testing the 20 MA to the downside. RSI stochastic turned around from overbought levels, pointing lower. So we might see the US dollar JPY trading lower, even testing the 50 MA to the downside at 104.41 or even at 104.29. Who knows? Maybe even lower. The Aussie dollar again, just like the US dollar, fell for the last few hours. It's currently trading at 0.7355 versus the US dollar. Currently, the price is well supported by the 200 moving average. Yeah, so the price went down to the moving average. We saw a retest of the moving average. Let's see what's going to happen now. USD CAD. Let's have a look at USD CAD in a downtrend, just like the US dollar index. Very far from the 200 MA. 129.37 for USD CAD right now. We can see the dollar pushing slightly higher in the last 4 hours or so, but then we had 2 hours of losses for the USD CAD. RSI stochastic just turned around, pointing downwards, indicating a lot of selling power and confirming the downtrend. Basically, we just saw a retest of the USD CAD to the 50 MA earlier on, and now as we speak, the price is heading sharply lower as the markets tend to settle after the US Open. Let's have a look at the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones, guys, which, despite the record gains today opened lower. 36.50.90 for the S&P 500. You can see that tiny candlestick there. That is the opening. It's way lower. Who knows what's going to happen? We see RSI stochastic turning around, pointing downwards from the oversold levels. We might see the S&P and the Dow trading very low today. There's the Dow Jones again, lower opening for the Dow, 29,684.36 as things stand right now. Same with the RSI stochastic pointing downwards, indicating a lot of selling power. What gives us a bit of hope, guys, is that even though the price went below the 50 moving average quite a few times so far, right? Let me draw on the chart. I'll show you what gives us a bit of hope. Right, what gives us a bit of hope is this trend channel. We can clearly see the Dow Jones Industrial Average on an uptrend, creating higher highs and higher lows. Yeah, even though today it opened lower. So this level here is a key level. Yeah, the 29,609 or somewhere there is the key level for the Dow Jones Industrial Average for a confirmation of an uptrend or not. Yeah, if we see a breakout, if we see the price coming down and testing the 200 MA, then we can start getting worried. But for now, what's happening? It's just a day-to-day fluctuation. Is nothing out of the ordinary. There we go. Talking about ordinary things, the ordinary downtrend that we see on the US dollar index in the last couple of weeks is now just ordinary. We were surprised when it happened and we were wondering how long is this going to fall for. Now we're just encouraging it to to fall even further. 91.25 for the US dollar index. After it did push higher on the European trading session today, it did a retest of the 50 MA to the upside, and then it bounced from there, trading sharply lower. RSI stochastic again turned around, pointing downwards. Big drop for the US dollar index is expected, at least from the technical point of view. But guess what? If the US dollar drops, guys, gold price should go up. Gold gained exactly $10 from this morning. It gained a bit more, but it fell. It fell a couple of hours ago. We can see a few red candlesticks towards the right-hand side. 18.19 for gold futures right now. RSI stochastic give us a bit of hope that gold futures might push a bit higher, as the price, as you can see, guys, is well supported by the 200 MA. Yeah, the candlesticks are settling above the 200 moving average, which usually indicates a bit of buying power. Now, it was the case, to be honest, because we all witnessed the huge drop that gold suffered in the last week, or the last couple of weeks, let's say. So we were expecting gold to correct a bit. Right, let's have a quick look at Brent oil futures, guys. The UK oil or the European oil, 47.72 for oil right now. After the US markets open, we see a green engulfing candlestick in the right-hand side. And if this will continue, probably traders will eye the 48.26 as the first take profit level for Brent oil futures. Now, quick look at silver, guys. We didn't check silver for a day. 23.85 for silver. Just like gold, it had a bit of a push last night. We saw it trading lower today, basically giving back all the gains it had yesterday. Yeah, and today is trading exactly where it traded the other day. Now, the good news is we see a gold cross that was just formed by the 200 and the 50 MA, which usually indicates a bit of buying power, a bit of positivity. So if the dollar continues to drop, then gold and silver are expected to strengthen a bit. And now everyone's favorite, and it became very iffy in the last couple of days, the Bitcoin, guys, the good almighty Bitcoin. $18,922 for the Bitcoin, which a few minutes ago was trading slightly above 19,000. As things stand right now, we might see Bitcoin going down and retesting the 200 moving average to the downside at 18,393 on a 60-minute chart. That's the most probable direction for Bitcoin right now. RSI stochastic, they both turned around. The RSI did not manage to get back into the overbought levels, guys. It did not have the power to go all the way there, which usually implies the lack of volumes on the market, the lack of buying orders. What's happening with the people? Is everyone cashing out today? What's going on? Why is no one else buying Bitcoin to push it even higher to 20,000 or above? Let's see what's going to happen. 18,877 on the dot for Bitcoin right now, with great potential to the downside, to a retest of that 200 MA at 18,393. Right, so about $500 below, the current market price. Let's see what's going to happen. Now, the signals of the day, guys, the signals of the day. Let's see what investing.com says about the most traded assets in the world. Euro US dollar, strong buy positions on all four time frames. 15 minutes into the US trading session. The pound, on the other hand, sell on a 5-minute chart, strong sell on 15 minutes and strong sell on an hourly, even though the daily remains a buy. What is going on with the pound? Can anyone tell me? Type your comments, guys. Let me know what's happening with the pound. Maybe you do, you know something I don't. USD JPY, strong sell on 2 time frames. The daily and the hourly remain neutral right now. USD CHF, 4 red, 4 strong sell on USD CHF. USD CAD, strong sell as well. Usually USD CHF and USD CAD tend to either drop or rise together. So USD CAD again is a strong sell 15 minutes after the US Open. The euro versus the JPY, guys, 4 strong buy, 4 green on the euro versus the Japanese yen. Very good. And again, the pound versus the Swiss franc. GBP CHF, 4 red, strong sell, 4 red on the pound. GBP JPY, 3 red, strong sell the first 3 time frames. The daily remains a strong buy. What is going on? I was expecting the pound to go through the roof after this news. Anyway, Anyway, let's see. We're gonna find out definitely what happened. Now we're looking at commodities, guys. Right, gold and silver, strong sell on 5 minutes and 15 minutes charts. Nothing happening on the daily for silver. For gold, the daily remains a strong sell. Copper, very undecided, neutral on a 5 minutes, strong sell 15 minutes and hourly. The daily remains a strong buy. And there we go. We have four green. Crude oil, WTI, and Brent oil, guys. Four green on all four time frames. Four strong buy positions for crude oil and Brent oil. Natural gas moving in the opposite direction from oil. Strong sell on three time frames. The daily remains a buy. And US wheat, very undecided, very neutral. It's still not. It's not worth mentioning. Let's have a look at the indices, guys. Let's see what's happening with Wall Street. Nasdaq 100, strong sell on the first two time frames. The S&P 500, strong sell. Dow Jones, strong sell. Nasdaq, strong sell. At least as things stand right now. Let me kill a couple of pop-ups. Right, small cap, the Russell 2000, guys. Three strong sell. Everything red, apart from the dailies, which remain a buy or a strong buy. Everything else is red, guys, on the US front. Wow. What a turnover. What a turnover. Right, guys, this is it from my side. I did my best to deliver the news as they come out, the freshest news ever. I think this morning, apart from Bloomberg, I was the first one that delivered the news that UK is the first country in the world that approved Pfizer and BioNTech vaccine, and I'm proud of it. Right, this was it from my side today, guys. Join me again tomorrow morning for another round of market talks. Who knows, maybe by then the pound will go through the roof as it was expected. Maybe by then the Bitcoin will reach $20,000 once again. Until then, remember to trade responsibly and may all your trades be in the money. Have a good day, guys.